And right now, we're going to have a little Catskill fever for you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure that you know this band that have been on this stage before here at the Irish Cultural Center. Let's give it up for the Kitty Kelly Band.
How about a big round of applause there for Joe doing a great job from WRIP as the MC all day here. Keeping it going. Thanks, Joe. Yes, we are an Irish band. We play a little bit of everything, predominantly Irish, but we certainly do a variety. We're going to open up with a song, appropriately enough, it's called Ireland. How about that? Cool summer rain frees us from the heat. A full moon rising lights the darkened street, and it's just like you. It's just like you. Let's get those hands going. It'll warm you up. Come on. With your mandolins, fill up the hall. Not a dry island. You kill them all. And it's just like you. It's just like you, Ireland. Woo! I don't need weapons. I don't need shields. I don't need control of the driving wheel. And it's just like you. It's just like you, Ireland. Woo! When I'm with you, it feels alright. My wallet's full. On Friday night, my ship has docked. My kingdom's come, and my heart's unlocked and overrun. When the bet is placed on the slowest steed, man, the horse wins the race with the record speed. And it's just like you. It's just like you, Ireland. Woo! Mr. Paul Camille on keyboards there. When I'm with you, it feels so right. My wallet's full. On Friday night, my ship has docked, and the kingdom's come, and my heart's unlocked and overrun. When the thief is spared and the truth is told, man, the horse wins the race in a record speed. It's just like you. It's just like you, Ireland. All right, now that you're warmed up, here's a title track off my CD written by a good friend of ours, Carl Corcoran. It's called Catskill Fever. Maybe if you catch the fever, you'll warm up. How about that? Winter's done and spring is here. Summer's on its way. That means it's time to pack your bags, head for the hills. Here the world comes to a stop, nestled between those mountain tops. Catskill fever's taking care of bills. Oh, music fills your days, and dancing fills your nights. Stories from the other side, tradition burning bright. If you ask me where I'm bound, headed for the mountains to eastern town. Throughway straight to 21, heading to the setting sun. You can feel the tension beat the bones. Clapping hands and dancing feet, friends and strangers pleased to meet. Catskill fever brings you close to home. Oh, music fills your days, and dancing fills your nights. Stories from the other side, tradition burning bright. If you ask me where I'm bound, headed for the mountains to to see some people here, even though it's cold out. You guys are great supporters. The cold's not keeping you away. Right, Candy? Yeah. All right, here's another little Irish song. I don't know if there's any Katies here. This is a mixed crowd. Any Katies, Joanne? Could you work your way through the crowd and find out? Here's a couple of little Irish polkas. If you feel like hopping around on the floor and warming up, this is what we call a judgment-free zone. That's right. No one will make any comments other than good ones, so don't feel nervous, right? So here's a little polka for you called Katie Daly. Then we're going to go into one featuring Mr. Paul Keneally, and then back to me again. Right, Paul?
That's right, exactly. Check 1, 2. If we can get some more vocal on this, if you can turn this vocal up a little bit. Pete, just, no, thanks.
Oh, Pete's on the move. Look at him running. Look at him running.
Take your time. It's all right, Pete. Don't worry
this
about
guy
it.
is great.
I hate to see you fall.
Or as they say in Scotland, you're
a little
great.
more up on this vocal here. Thank you. Yes, this vocal here.
And you thought you were all set over there, Pete. See this? That's why he's warm. Come down from the mountain, Katie Daly. Come down Windham Mountain, Katie too. Oh, can't you hear us calling, Katie Daly? We want to drink that good old Mountain Dew. Now your old man, he was from Tipperary, a good old man, happy man and true. Now your old man was shot in Tombstone City for the making of his Irish Mountain Dew. So come down from the mountain, Katie Daly. Come down from the mountain, Katie Dew. Oh, can't you hear us calling, Katie Daly? We want to drink that good old Mountain Dew. Wake up and pay attention, Katie Daly. For I'm the judge that's gonna sentence you. For all the boys in Cardiff drunk your whiskey, and to tell the truth, you know I drunk it too. So come down from the mountain, Katie Daly. Come down from the mountain, Katie Dew. Oh, can't you hear us calling, Katie Daly? We want to drink that good old Mountain Dew. Before the pearly gates stood poor old Katie. St. Peter said, good brewers, we have few. So step aside those pearly gates, dear Katie. Oh, and start to make that heavenly Mountain Dew. So come down from the mountain, Katie Daly. Come down from the mountain, Katie Dew. Oh, can't you hear us calling, Katie Daly? We want to drink that good old Mountain Dew. Oh, here's Mr. Paul Keneally for one about the boys from County Cork.
You've read history's pages, the heroes of great fame. The deeds they've done, the battles, the wine and how they made their name. But the boys that made the history for the orange, white and green were the boys who died in Dublin town in 1916. So meet the boys from Kerry, meet the boys from Clare, Dublin, Wicklow, Donegal, the boys from Old Kildare. Some came from the land beyond the sea, from Boston and New York, but the boys who beat the Black and Tans were the boys from the County Cork. Now Cork gave us McSweeney, that hero who did die. Wicklow gave us Michael Dwyer, the days so long gone by. And Dublin gave us Park Pierce, McBride and Connie Brewer. And America gave us Devil Lee, our leader, staunch and true. To meet the boys from Kerry, meet the boys from Clare, Dublin, Wicklow, Donegal, the boys from Old Kildare. Some came from the land beyond the sea, from Boston and New York, but the boys who beat the Black and Tans were the boys from the County Cork. Now we seem to be divided, though I really don't know why. Black voice lives the martyrs till for Ireland's sake to die. So why not get together and join in unity? Whoa, the north, the south, the east and west will see old Ireland free. I will meet the boys from Kerry, meet the boys from Clare, Dublin, Wicklow, Donegal, the boys from Old Kildare. Some came from the land beyond the sea, from Boston and New York, but the boys who beat the Black and Tans were the boys from the County Cork. But the boys who beat the Black and Tans were the boys from the County Cork. Here we go, Kitty.
All right, here's another one for all the men here in the audience. I don't know if anyone might have the name of Michael. If you're Irish, your nickname often would be Mick if your name was Michael. So here's one called Goodbye, Mick. Oh, the ship it sails in half an hour across the broad Atlantic. My friends are standing on the quay in grief and sorrow frantic. I'm just about to sail away, the good ship Dan O'Leary. The anchor's weigh, the gangway's up, I'm leaving Tipperary. It's goodbye Mick and goodbye Pat, goodbye Kate and Mary. The anchor's weigh, the gangway's up, I'm leaving Tipperary. Now the steamer's rowing off, I have no more to say. I'm bound for New York City, boys, 3,000 miles away. And it's goodbye Mick and goodbye Pat, goodbye Kate and Mary. The anchor's weigh, the gangway's up, I'm leaving Tipperary. Now the steamer's rowing off, I have no more to say. I'm bound for New York City, boys, 3,000 miles away. I'm bound for New York City, boys, 3,000 miles away. Oh, Paul Keneally's beautiful blonde wife and his blonde-haired sons and his mother-in-law just come in. Hello to the McDonoughs and Colette, the former McDonough. Now, Keneally, how you guys doing? This Peter's raising his hand. Is he a McDonough? He's a Morrison. He's pointing this way. We're going to feature Mr. Mike McGovern, a little song that a lot of people were doing when the hurricane hit. They were praying to God. They were knocking on heaven's door, right, Mike? That's what they were doing. And you guys are here helping to answer that call, raising some money. So here's a little knocking on heaven's door featuring Mr. Mike McGovern.
Take this man to me. Why can't you think anymore? It's getting dark, too dark to see. Feels like I'm knocking on heaven's door.
Come on now, sing along.
Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
Mr. Connor Kennedy on guitar.
Mama put my guns in the ground, 'cause I can't shoot them anymore. That cold black cloud is coming down. I feel like knocking on heaven's door.
Come on now, get ready to sing. Ready?
Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Yeah. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. 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 Thank you.
Guest artist sitting in with us. Keep that applause going, Mr. Connor Kennedy from Saugerties, right? Woo! Hanging out here all day. Nice job. Our lead guitar player had to work this afternoon, couldn't make it. So you're adding a lot. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Of course, you do know it's a benefit, so there's no pay involved. This guy's great. He's lowered our average age by at least 15 years.
That's
What do you think,
great,
Paul?
Thank you.
I'm liking it. Oh, here's another one for you that everyone should know. It's kind of a classic, and it's also done by the Irish gentleman Van Morrison, A Little Brown-Eyed Girl. So if you feel like dancing, remember, judgment-free zone. Don't be shy. We won't put you on Facebook unless you're really good.
Hey, where do we go? Days when the rains came down in the hollow, playing a new game, laughing and a running, hey, hey, skipping and a jumping in the misty morning fog. Ooh, our hearts are thumping in you, my brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl. Now whatever happens to Tuesday so slow, going down in the oh my with the transistor radio, standing in the sunlight laughing out and behind a rainbow's wall, skipping and a sliding all along the waterfall with you, my brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl.
All right, come on now, sing along,
Do
ready?
you remember when we used to sing sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Come on. So hard to find my way now that I'm on my own. I saw you just the other day. My, how you had grown. You can't remember back there, Lord. Sometimes the moment come thinking about it, making love in the green grass behind the stadium with you, my brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl. Do you remember when
Come on now, ready?
we used to sing sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la.
All right, here's another one for you. Because these ladies are dancing so well out here. Aren't they looking good? Come on, ladies. It was a teenage wedding and the old folks wished them well. You could see that Pierre did truly love his mademoiselle. And now the young monsieur and madame rung the chapel bell. Say la vie, say the old folks, it goes to show you never can. They finished up in a apartment with a two-room robot set. The coolerator was crammed with TV dinners and ginger ale. And when Pierre found work, the little money coming worked out well. Say la vie, say the old folks, it goes to show you never can tell. They had a hi-fi corner, boy, they didn't let it last. 700 little records very nice. Connor, you're in the band. And it's great on a day we don't have to pay him. Isn't it great, Paul?
Couldn't be better. Excellent.
Couldn't be better. Maybe we'll keep those ladies dancing out there. Gonna do a couple more classic ones. Paul likes to dance. Watch his knees while he's on the keyboard. It's as close as he gets. He likes to dance, but he just gets to do you.
Oh, yeah.
He says, who? You.
Who, me?
So here's a little song. We hope this is never the case for you. Little old lonesome me. May you never be lonesome. And if you are, may there always be wine in the fridge to get you through the night.
Plenty of whining.
Or beer, whatever it is you like. I see some serious guys over there. Look, scaring me. Look at those guys over there. Mike, they heard that you might be trouble. Look, they all showed up.
Oh, yeah. They're looking for me. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Everybody's going out and having fun. I'm just a fool staying home and having none. Lovesick fool who's blind and just can't see. Yeah. Oh, sweet. I'm a fool, I'm thinking just for hanging around. Know that I should have some fun and paint the town. I can't get over why he set me free. Yeah. Oh, sweet. Well, I bet he's not like me. He's out of fancy free, flirting with the girls with all his charm. Baby, don't you know I still love him so? I'd welcome him right back into my arms. Well, there must be some way I can lose these lonesome blues. Get about the past and find somebody new. Thought of everything from A to Z. Yeah. Oh, to me. Well, I bet he's not like me. He's out and fancy free, flirting with the girls with all his charm. Baby, don't you know I still love him so? I'd welcome him right back into my arms. Well, there must be some way I can lose these lonesome blues. Get about the past and find somebody new. Thought of everything from A to Z. Yeah. Oh, sweet. Here's another one for you. Feature Mr. Mike McGovern.
She was just 17. You know what I mean. Oh, that the way she was waiting on compare. How could I dance with another? Woo! When I saw her standing there. Well, she looked at me, and I could see that before too long I fall in love with her. How could I dance with another? Ooh, when I saw her standing there. Well, my heart went boom when we crossed that room, and I held her hand in my heat. Well, we danced through that night, we held each other tight, Well, my heart went boom when we crossed that room, and I held her hand in my heat. Well, we danced through that night, and we held each other tight. But before too long, I fell in love with her. How could I dance with another? Ooh, when I saw her standing there. Said when I saw her standing there. When I saw her standing there.
Woo! Mr. Mike McGovern there. Well, Connor on guitar. How those hands? Those hands cold, Connor? Can I get my dad up here? My dad is making his way to the stage. We're going to get him up here for a little jazz number. He's 75 years young, turned 75 this past August. A little over a month ago. We're going to get him up here so you can see. People wonder where I get my energy from. I say, meet my parents. That's your answer. So we're going to swap out. This is my cousin on the drums, Dennis Kelly. All the men in our family drum. We grew up in very quiet households. Can you imagine? So, Dad, you have to adjust what? The snare for yourself there? You know, while he's adjusting, he's got to adjust the snare. He's a different height from Dennis. It'd be a lot easier if they all just played tin whistle or something,
okay.
right?
That's all right. I can move it. Okay. All right. Can you?
You know, while they're getting set up, let me do, there's two little verses of a blessing, an Irish blessing we wanted to do for you. It's a little a cappella number. Actually, it's myself and a little bit of Paul. We're in the key of D for anyone who's following along. It's a blessing we're sending out to all of the folks affected by the hurricane, and we're hoping that things improve for them very quickly. We appreciate everyone being here, supporting such a good cause, giving some money, helping out your fellow neighbor, all the people in Greene County. There's benefits in all the counties affected, so it's great to see people come out. Hopefully there'll be a bigger crowd tomorrow, right, Mike? There's a little something called the parting glass. It's an Irish blessing. Of all the money e'er I had, I spent it in good company, and all the harm e'er I've done, alas, it was for no one but me. And all I've done for want of wit to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. Oh, of all the comrades e'er I had, they're sorry for my going away, and all the sweethearts e'er I had, they'd wish me one more day to stay. But since it falls unto my lot that I should rise and you should not, then I'll gently rise and I'll softly call good night and joy be with you all. A little Irish blessing called the parting glass, because the Irish always like to get everyone very depressed, so then they drink more and all the businesses make money, right, Paul? Thank you very much. So here's my dad. A little All of Me. We did this on my CD, especially for my dad. He grew up in Manhattan and then later as a teenager here in the Catskills, and he came from the 50s. He played saxophone in a swing band, but growing up with parents from Ireland, he learned how to Cayley drum as well. But I think his heart's really with the jazz, right, Dad? So here's a little All of Me from my dad. Little swing number for you. You bring it in, Paul. That's right, he's 75 years young back here on the drums. Not so bad. All of me, why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? Take these arms, I want to lose them. Take these lips, I'll never use them. Your goodbye, let me goodbye, say cry. How can I go on without you? You took the part that once was my heart, so why not take all of me? Little keyboard there, Paul Cornelius. I know your hands are cold, Dad, but how about a little drum solo? Come on now, don't be shy. Warm up those hands. Come on now, ready? You ready, Paul? Woo! Give your hands up there for my dad, 75 years young on the drums. Woo! As they say in Donegal, sure, he's not so bad. Not so bad at all. Well, I said all of me. Why not take all of me? Well, can't you see I'm no good without you? Take these arms, I want to lose them. Take these lips, I'll never use them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. How can I go on without you? You took the part that once was my heart. So why not take all? Why not take all? Why not take all of me? Yeah. Oh, thank you very much, Tal. Let's get Dennis up here. We got like one more number to do, I think, before they're getting the next band up here. We're gonna exchange my dad for my cousin. A little nepotism on the drums goes a long way. Not so bad, Dad. I wish I could have heard my dad drumming when he was like 25. That'd be kind of cool, don't you think? That'd be kind of cool. Dangerous for sure. Let's do Galway Girl into Vegas and Hills of Donegal. We're just letting Dennis adjust the snare. That's right, depending on your height, you have to either have it higher or lower. For all you future parents, if you want a quiet instrument in the house, do not start your son or daughters on the drums.
No.
Unlike electric guitar, you can't plug in a headset and no one hear what you're doing, right, Connor?
Or if you want them to be rich.
All right. So how's it going back there, Dennis?
Not bad, how are you? Yeah, sure.
You know, Dennis, we'll speed it up when we change to Vegas and Donegal.
Oh, all right. I was wondering.
Okay. Here's a little Irish number called Galway Girl, and my dad's dad was from Galway, so that's kind of appropriate. Yes, Galway, we're getting some cheers there.
Standard? Swings.
You bring it in? on the old long walk of a day, I met a little girl, we stopped to talk on a fine soft day, and I asked you, friend, what's a fella to do? Oh, 'cause her hair was black and her eyes were blue. And I knew right then I'd be taking this world all around the Salt Hill Prom with my Galway girl. Oh, yeah, woo! We were halfway there when the rains came down of a day, She asked me up to her flat downtown on a fine soft day, and I asked you, friend, what's a fella to do? Oh, 'cause her hair was black and her eyes were blue. So I took her hand when I gave her a twirl. Oh, and I lost my heart to a Galway girl. Oh, hey, ho, woo! With a broken heart and a ticket home on a fine soft day, and I ask you now, tell me what would you do? Oh, if her hair was black and her eyes were blue. See, I've traveled around, I've been all over the world. Boys, you ain't never seen nothing like a Galway girl. Oh, hey, woo! All right, here's a little Las Vegas and Donegal All-Star closing number. We want to thank everybody, especially the sound guys. We've got Pete Morrison, Gary McKeever, and Ray, I think it's Schickel, doing a great job on sound. You guys are wonderful. To the MC, Joe Lavarro from WRIP, wonderful job. And the biggest round of applause, M.A. Tarpinian, who got this whole thing going with incredible committee. I know Mary Healy and Catherine Deneen are on the committee. Let's see, we've also got Pat Pugsley, Erica Long, and Sarah Deloney. If I'm saying it right. How about a round of applause for all these folks who's making this weekend happen? Give them a little applause. Come on. Yeah. We've talked about Atlantis, how it's lost beneath the sea. Gray, the unknown soldier, cry of Joe Banshee. Who was the man in the iron mask? Was it Jack the Ripper set free? Oh, ask them all, where's Donegal? It's still a mystery. If I could, I'd build a wall around old Donegal. North to south, and deep to now, by God, I'd build it tall. See those chicken ranches, I'd legalize them all. You can have her all, Las Vegas, in the hills of Donegal. Yeah, Las Vegas, in the hills of Donegal. Daylight clubs, all-night pubs, blackjack and roulette. M.A. Tarpinian and Sonny Rock, yeah, they're placing a bet. In a show with Denby known for its multi-millionaires, where Donald Gallagher would like a chunk to live in solitaire. If I could, I'd build a wall around old Donegal. The north, the south, keep them out, by God, I'd build it tall. Casinos, chicken ranches, I'd legalize them all. We can have our own Las Vegas in the hills of Donegal. Yeah, Las Vegas in the hills of Donegal. Before we sing our last verse, I want to introduce my bandmates up here. All the way from Boston, Massachusetts, lawyer by day, musician by night. Keyboards, left-hand vocals, or left-hand bass, vocals and harmonies. Give it up for Mr. Paul Keneally right here. All the way from New Jersey, working man by day, singer and player by night.
Thank you.
Back here on the drums, keeping us all safe. He's a sheriff by day in Albany County. My wonderful cousin on the drums. Give it up for Mr. Dennis Kelly.
Thank you.
How about sitting in with us? New bandmate, Mr. Connor Kennedy from Saugerties.
And Kitty will be tonight at Gavin's, that's right?
That's right. If you want
Gavin's?
to continue the party, once you're done here, come on down to Gavin's. Just up the road about a mile. Any musicians are more than welcome to sit in with us and hang out. We do Irish, swing, rock and roll, country, jazz, you name it. We'll be doing it all night long, and people dance, and it's a great pub. And next weekend, they're doing their Gavin's Guinness Festival all weekend, so be sure and come back to town for that. Right, Paul? If I could, I'd build a wall around old Donegal. The north to south to east and out, by God, I'd build it tall. Casinos, chicken ranches, I'd legalize them all. We could have our own Las Vegas in the hills of Donegal. Yeah, Las Vegas in the hills of Donegal. Yeehaw! You guys stick around. There's lots of music still this afternoon. Empty out those pockets, buy t-shirts, take care of the vendors. It's all for a great cause. Thank you again to the guys on sound. A lot of work here going on, setting this stuff up. We know it. And in the cold, you hear all day, someone bringing by some coffee with Irish whiskey. How about that?
All right, we are here at the Michael J. Quill Cultural Arts Center with
Kitty Kelly and Dennis Kelly.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for coming out, guys. Really appreciate it. All the, flood victims and hurricane victims up in Greene County. Area was just devastated. And you guys coming up and playing here for free today really means a lot to everybody. So
Yeah, I found out we were the first band to respond. I saw the message go out on Facebook from M.A. Tarpinian, and just the timing of it, she happened to put the message out, and I called and said, we'd love to do it. We're playing 8:30 up the road at one of the local resorts, and got the guys to come into town early. My cousin Dennis Kelly came down from Albany. My keyboard player, Paul Keneally, comes from Boston. And the guitar player, Mike McGovern, comes from New Jersey. So all these guys are willing to give up their Saturday afternoon and travel and come play for a great cause.
that's phenomenal. That really is, I'm sure there's lots of things they could have done this Saturday. So to come up here and help out really means a lot.
I gotta tell you, the lineup of music is absolutely phenomenal. I'm so impressed, and to think that we were included in this lineup. The music this weekend is beyond belief, right? Great variety, great music. People coming from all over. I heard as far away as places like Staten Island. Bands are driving up here just to play, turn around, and go home. That's a real commitment to a benefit.
It sure is.
That's great.
Yeah, it truly is. So tell me a little bit about yourself and how long you've been playing.
Well, I grew up in this area. I started singing as an amateur with friends who had bands, and probably in my mid to late 20s started singing with a few bands, and then about 8 years ago put my own band together and do it weekends. It's just a part-time job, and I love it. During the summer season, we play a lot in the Catskills, but mostly we're based downstate. And we're an Irish band, but hopefully today people saw we do more than Irish, right, Dennis? Rock and roll. All sorts of stuff. All sorts of stuff. Rock and roll and oldies and swing and country. So we're Irish band with a bit of everything else in it, and we just love music. And for most of us it's a part-time job. Yeah, we all work during the week.
And out of the songs you played today, was there one where you said, boy, that just really sounded good,
No, we have to ask the crowd about that. I don't know. What do you think, Dennis?
That's the wrong people to ask.
Was there anyone you liked?
I was in the back.
Who's in the back? He's drunk.
That's a good one.
You know what's close to my heart? It's the title track off my CD. It's called Catskill Fever. And a good friend of ours, Carl Corcoran, wrote the song. Very well-known full-time musician, singer, songwriter. Now lives in Ireland. And first time he came up here to the Catskills from downstate. He was living down in New York City. He fell in love with the area, the beauty of it, all the Irish resorts, all the Irish bands, and so he wrote this song called Catskill Fever. And I first heard it, I'd say about 16 years ago, and I kept saying to myself, gee, someday I'll have to record that. So got into the studio with Dennis's brother Jimmy, who is a full-time musician, very talented, and he's got a studio in Albany. So we did that track, and it talks about the Catskill Mountains and getting off at exit 21 off the thruway, and how you sing and dance the night away, and everybody's your friend, and how you catch Catskill fever if you come up here. So I think, even though the song is an Irish bent, I think it applies to all the bands that kind of came up here. They caught the fever, the Catskill Mountain fever. They're here for all the people that suffered some great losses from the hurricane, and they really, came out for Catskill Mountain fever. So that song, I think for me, I don't know if people thought it was our best number, but it's a favorite one for us. Yeah.
That's what's most important. Which one really touches your heart that you played. So.
I will say, which one got the most applause? When my dad was up on the drums.
Yeah. All right, Dad joined you on drums.
Dad's 75 years of age, and he was swinging on the drums on all of me. So I always get him up to play, and the crowd loved it for his age, that he's swinging away like that, and he got the most applause, more than I did.
More than I did. I was the drummer.
So, that's fun for me too, because your parents get older and you don't know how long they'll be around. So, right,
That's great to have.
Dennis's dad is my dad's brother. Our dads are brothers, and they both are excellent drummers, still drummers. So, Uncle
We always
Jimmy,
get them up when we're playing. Yeah.
Uncle Jimmy will be up here next weekend. There's a big Celtic, a traditional festival next weekend in town, and Uncle Jimmy will be playing the Cayley drums Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So,
excellent.
Yeah, we got music in our blood, and drums, without a doubt, are first and foremost.
That's first instrument.
First
The whole
instrument.
family.
Because we like things quiet.
Yeah. Oh, noisy houses.
Keep it all in the family, right?
Noisy houses.
We had a lot of fun today, didn't we?
That's great.
Yeah, we had a good time, and we're hoping there'll be an even better crowd tomorrow for a good cause, get people out.
Definitely missed out.
And kudos to you, David, you're here all day today and tomorrow too, right?
Absolutely.
Taping folks. So that's, the people who are donating their time, their talent, it's a pretty impressive effort.
All the bands, Sonny took his time for weeks before the event. All the bands are coming up and dedicating their time today, and mine is today and then the next few weeks to do editing. So, but I'm really enjoying it.
You're not done yet. And M.A. Tarpinian, who came up with the idea to do this, she's the director of the Cultural Center, and she hooked up with Sonny, and the two of them really pulled this together. So, pretty amazing.
Excellent. I met her, and she is just a fantastic person.
Yeah, it's great.
Definitely. And again, thanks so much for coming
Thanks,
out, guys.
David. Cheers to David Beesmer for taping everybody.